Mike 5.
In your face.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throw left side on target to Kane, complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Strong right.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
We got 4. Hey, Mike.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Mike 5. Good.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Mike 5. Watch the screen.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Watch the ship.
Ready,
They run once more with Taylor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Barkley inside handoff. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
twist. Watch twist.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
To throw is Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check, check, check. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got one, I got one.
Now it's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Wilson.
Come on, QB, come on.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense They've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Coming to you. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 5, Mike 5. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Liking 18.
I'm on.
Bronco 80.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got D?
1st and 10, Taylor now to the 43, 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Richardson looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Time to go. Night, night. Five's the mic. Five's the mic.
Richardson. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They begin the drive with Williams. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Check. 45 is Mike. 45. Watch the run. Pick the edge. Come. 45's the mic. Watch the slam.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. I got it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
We want it. Come to my world. 45's the mic. I got him. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Christian Watson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answers for that right there.
Now Carlson for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
What we got? Mike 5. Mike 5. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Trap 60.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Taylor. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, alert.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Check 43. Check.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
On first down, Wilson. Going deep here for Matthews. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Broncos 20, Colts 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch tight end.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Kill.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tighten up.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, half.
45's the mic.
Here we go.
Check 45.
On third down, Wilson.
He's tired of me.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Hey, I'm coming. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
19 Tiger. Ready?
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
79 Broncos.
Mike 5.
Viking 18.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
$45. Mike 45.
No chance.
Deuce.
Now Wilson changing the play. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
2nd and 5.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
45.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Push him back.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Number 33. Watch number 33. Single. Check. 45's the mic. Check.
Now Wilson.
We gonna shut you down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Watch the curl. Check.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ready?
Now Wilson on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
45's the mic. Rip right.
Watch the edge.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Alert flare.
Again, Wilson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Watch the boot.
Mike 5. No gain on this defense. No gain.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Richardson going to move them around.
Mike 5.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. After the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
Mike 5, Mike 5.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Too little, cupcake. Check your hot read.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mike, 45.
Now they'll change things up.
I'm coming for you, son. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Under crunch.
On 2nd down, Williams takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
45's the mic. Come on. Check 45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10.
we go. Shot.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now it's Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 4.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here now, 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fletcher. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty.
Come on, fellas. 45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming. 45 is the Mike. 45 is the Mike.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They run it again with Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So for Denver, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.